The EU will look at us in horror. Rees-Mogg outlines his Brexit plan to transform Britain. An explosive, dynamic and innovative UK. Let the facts face themselves. In his first interview since becoming Minister for Brexit Opportunity and Government Efficiency, Mr. Rees-Mogg said he would become a major advocate of the benefits to be gained from Brexit. Cut ties with Brussels. He said many big wins had been made and the aim was to see significantly higher GDP and improved living standards. Mr. Jacob Rees-Mogg has declared that Brexit will transform Britain and deliver such dividends that within a decade no one will want to rejoin the EU. There will be no going back because our economy will be so transformed that no one wants to join the EU again. The bloc will look at us in horror because we won't follow all the rules, he said. They're petty rules. Mr. Rees-Mogg stressed that a lot of work has been and is going on to maximise the benefits of Brexit with big wins underway. There's a lot in the way of legislation that will deliver Brexit dividends. The free transport bill is almost done with its passage. After weeks of being besieged at the party gates in Downing Street, Mr. Rees-Mogg also urged his party to trust the Prime Minister as the one responsible for handling Brexit. Mr. Rees-Mogg is hopeful for a red ice flame, but will also look at how to make regulations work better for businesses and make the UK more attractive for them to be based here. The minister also cited the procurement bill as a key Brexit benefit, as it would allow smaller businesses to compete with corporations for a government bid. Our aim is to see that our GDP growth rate could be much higher than it is now. You can see an increase in the likelihood of businesses coming to the UK as it will be a dynamic and productive economy. He added, the challenge is how do we make people's lives better? How do we improve the standard of living? This is ultimately an economic question, and it's about supply-side reforms that lead to faster economic growth. That's really what Margaret Thatcher did in the 1980s, but in a different context. The minister will undertake a tour of the country to meet with members of the public and hear their proposals. Government is not the centre of all knowledge and wisdom. In fact, there is a much greater wisdom to the British people at large. We want the British people to have their input and the government will listen to change the country for the better. Congressman Dehenna Davison of the Red Wall talked about how influential Mr. Rees-Mogg was on her when she interned with him while studying politics at Hull. She said he was awesome, supportive and funny. What I respect most about Jacob is that he has strong, traditional views but he never tries to force anyone else, she added.